What's happening, everybody? It's Prophet and I'm back with a new video today. We're going to talk about a vintage Star Trek comic book collection. These are Golden Key and Whitman. Some comics have two different versions. I picked these up for $25 at a flea market. I didn't even need to count them because I looked at them and they were in excellent condition. I'm not sure if any are worthy of grading because I've never graded comics before, but they're actually in really good shape from the 70s. Too bad they're not bagged and boarded because they'd probably be in even better shape. But maybe there's a gem mint in there. There's duplicates. There's no number one that I can tell because I've had that before. But before I move forward, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that little notification bell and let's see what we got today. Alright, like I said, I haven't even gone through these yet. There are a lot of duplicates, so I'm probably going to separate them by which issue they are. They're not numbered or anything, so we're going to have to just guess because I do not know. But look at the condition if you can see. They're in really, really good shape. Hopefully I can keep them in good shape because I don't have any bags and boards right now. Now there are a couple that aren't in great shape, but let's see. Like this one has some this one's been read. A lot of these haven't been read, and that's how they're stayed in good shape. But as you can see, look at all this one. I think that's issue number 40 because that's the one I looked up in like a gem mint version of it or whatever it is, 98. It sold for like $1,100, and there is some really solid condition ones. Hopefully, I don't make them worse by handling them, but I'm gonna sort them out. Gotta sell them. I have to figure out which ones I might grade and which ones I'm going to sell right away. Might make a lot of one of each and sell them individually on Mercari. Look at all of those. All the same issue. Issue 60 or 40, I cannot remember, but they're all in really clean condition. This one actually does have a little bend in it in the cover. We zoom through these. Let me zoom out a little. Look at the condition. Wow, I hope you can see that. Here's the back. I wonder when these companies went out of business. Has anybody ever done a story on those little companies that were in comic books and Boy's Life? Alright, anyways. So as you can see, some are Whitman. Right there. Yeah, that's a lot of the same one. And then others are Golden Key. Not sure if there's one's rarer than the other. But here's another issue finally. Really solid condition. Really, ooh, man, these could be gradable. Look at that. I'll put that over there. Here's another one. I'm not sure at all which issue this is. Here's a new, different one. Once again, really, really clean cover. The back's the same on most of them, I would guess. I'll put you over there. There's another one. Same issue again. I wasn't a big Star Trek fan. I did love Star Wars a whole lot when I was a kid, but honestly I've never seen anything but the first 3 movies, which actually aren't the first 3, but they came out first. Not really a big Star Trek fan, but I did watch a lot of it in syndication when I was a kid because I'm not old enough to have enjoyed it in the 70s. I probably would have liked it a lot more then. As you can see, there's 35 cents on these. I'm not sure if there was variations. Actually wasn't paying attention. This one's a 30 center, as you can see. Here's a lot of the same issue. Too bad it wasn't a bunch of number ones, and then they were in gradable condition like I think these are. If you're a real comic book, God, I see no flaws on this cover, guys. If you're a comic person, tell me if these are gradable for you can see. I don't have the greatest camera, and I might be shaking a little. But yeah, it's really, really nice condition. Right now I'm having an issue with PSA who grades cards, and I haven't gotten them back, so I'm a little scorned to the whole grading process. New video coming soon where I tell you how it really is with card grading. I'd made a video before. Check out the description right now. There's probably a link to it. Here's a different version. That one has a bend in it right there, you can see. So that one's not gradable for sure. Here's another one, a little better condition, but the bottom has a little bend on it. I'm not sure how they grade comic books. I'm a good card grader, I think, so probably could learn it. Here's a different issue here in really solid condition. Hopefully you can see that. Little ding right there. almost feel like I shouldn't even be handling these. Look at the condition. That one is a little flaw right there. I'm not sure what like little flaws take off. I know on a card, if it's a visible flaw, you probably shouldn't get it graded unless it's a condition sensitive card. Not sure if that applies to comic books, but this one looks really flawless. Really nice black cover, 30 cents. I'm not sure which issue it is, but really nice condition. Here's another one. Same issue. This one has a little bend on the bottom. Here's a different one here. Oh, sorry guys. I hit the tripod. Bear with me. This one's really clean, 30 center. Really nice. Look at that. I wish they had the issue number on here, but once again, these are golden key. Majority are golden key. This one has a little rough edges on the bottom, but I don't know if I'm just being picky. Oh, this one looks really good. Until you get it up close, but still really, really clean. They look like they were just printed. These definitely were not red. Most of them anyway. And this actually came from a hoarder house that I wasn't able to get any more stuff from, probably. I heard this story from this guy at the flea market for a long time now. He keeps bringing new old items and he keeps saying it comes out of the same house. I've offered money as like an admission fee to get in there, but he never bites on it. I bought a sealed box of Star Wars from him, 77 tops. I bought like buckets of marbles from him, which I actually still have those. I opened the tops box and I actually sent the #1 Luke Skywalker card to be graded because in Gem Mint it sells for like 5,000 bucks. So, and mine was really, really solid. You can watch that grading video, but this one's in good shape too. Another one of the same cover. I wish I could tell you which numbers these are. Now, these aren't all flawless, but man, they're really clean. You can see that gloss still in the camera. I still got a lot to go here. Hopefully there's more different ones. Because like I said, I didn't really look at it up close. See the bottom there has an issue. So I wouldn't grade that one, of course. So that's probably my next step, and I'll probably show y'all. I'm going to go through them up real close and just pick ones that I'm not going to sell because I'm going to put them in my possible grading pile. Really clean there. Yeah, that one. I mean, it's not 100% mint, but it has to sell more than regular value because you figure the majority of them out there aren't in that good a shape. Move them around a little bit where I can have more room to spread them out more. On to the next issue. This is the Voodoo issue, 30 center. I think that's the lowest one I've seen so far. Once again, in really good condition, but I see a few random flaws, but nothing really considerable. There's another version. It's Spock. Pretty cool if those were #1s. I've had the #1 offhand. I don't remember what it looks like, but I know if I seen it again, I would know right away without doing any research. This one's in really good condition. So I'm going to throw it out there one more time. Comic book guys, could use a little help. What would you do with these? I've actually had some in the past, Star Trek ones, and they did well, but never in this good a condition. And I know they're not the most sought after ones. They're not superhero ones, but being in this condition, you gotta have a super premium. I know even 70s cards do, if they're in super condition, and factory flaws are a big factor. Don't seem like the factory flaws play big as issue in comic books as they do baseball cards, and I guess non-sport cards. Yeah, another really clean one. Here's a different one here. Kurt Must Die. Wow, this one just it's a 35 center, so I take it it's after 40 probably. Issue number 40, that is. Golden Key. Wow, really flawless. That one I didn't see a single flaw on it, guys. So far we're sitting on 8 different comics so far, with a lot of duplicates. I should have been counting. I wasn't counting the total number of books, but I guess I can do that. There was only 2 of that one. Here's another one. Murder. Boards the Enterprise. There's Kirk in the middle there. William Shatner. Living legend. There was only one. Okay, here's comes some more. Here's this one, the Immortal. Oh, somebody wrote 10 cents at the top. Other than that, wow, it was a beautiful condition book. Just imagine what they did have. Hopefully the guy says he's going to bring more comics. We'll see. So stay tuned to more of my videos. If I get more, I will show you more. Wow, this one's in really good shape. This one back to the Murder Boards the Enterprise. Just a little at the bottom a little bit, but they might not even take off for that. Here's another one. So 30 center. Really good condition, man. Oh, there's another one. Now this one, look at the corner there. See, that would definitely not be worth grading. And then they wrote 10 cents on it again. So that kills that book. Those will be part of the 10 cent written on lot. Look at this one. They're writing some sea creature here. Kirk plunges into a watery world of hostile mutants. 30-cent book, and it's absolutely almost flawless. I can see a little bend on the thing there, on the outside corner as I'm showing you. Or the, yeah, corner, whatever. So that's a nice one. There's still more of the same one coming up. Hope I'm not boring you too much on my lack of comic knowledge. I just have an overall knowledge of all collectibles. And wow, this one's in really beautiful condition. We'll just kind of put those over the top there, and after I'm done, I'll show you the whole. It's another really solid condition. Hopefully y'all can see that. This just proves that I have a hell of a range buying comics, cards, and anything of value. I love collections. Always buy in bulk when possible. Look at that. Man, it's flawless. Centering's not an issue with these, but the corners are just yum. I love vintage stuff that's in mint condition. It gets me excited because I know how rare it is. Because most people bought these to read them, not to store them. This one has a little bit of issues on the bottom right corner, so I probably wouldn't grade that one. And if anybody's interested in some of these, let me know. This one's in bad shape overall. I would never grade that one. I wouldn't even give that a 5, just from my knowledge. Back again, here we are with another really good one, not mint, bottom right again. That's probably from being in that box. No telling how long. Here's a different issue, probably a copy that's been read. Still in really good condition overall. There was only one of those. Here's another one off on this one so far, unless there's more on the bottom of the stack. We're getting down to the bottom of the stack. Okay, there's only one of these, but she's in really good condition too. They're riding a damn elephant. Probably wouldn't play today. Okay, we'll put that down there. Here's another, the Immortal. I think we've already got that one already. Yeah, it was actually written on the only version of this one, but this one's really clean. I'm really happy with this one. Really clean version of the Immortal again. Not sure if there's pink down there at the bottom. I'm not sure what that is all about. It's probably the ink, so I guess that is a printer flaw. Maybe it's a rare version. I doubt it. Here's the Victors, not the Avengers. Really good condition. Almost done. A lot of one-offs coming up now. Wow, it's in good, solid condition. Really nice, beautiful cover. Most of them have really beautiful, glossy, yummy covers. This one has been read, and it's got the finger marks to prove it. You can see it if I move it around in the light. Not a very good one. That's a reader. Same again, same comic, but another one. And this is a quarter, so this is probably an older one. So it might have been. That's not number one. Not sure. I'm pretty sure number one was a quarter comic. And then last one right here, another reader right here, not the greatest shape. Okay, some quick examples of what I mean by high grade condition and actually grading comics. This particular book that I have like 10 of sold for $1,200 in a 9.8 by CGC. I think this is the best grade they give, but I actually zoomed in on it and I could see a little mark here and there. So it wasn't exactly flawless, but it was pretty damn close. I actually have one that is exactly flawless, at least to my eyes. Okay, here's some 9.6 here. You can see the big drop off in price, but still $285 when you paid literally cover price for them, like I did, 25 cents, 30 cents, 35 cents. You add all that up, it probably would equal 25 bucks. That's not bad at all. So I'm gonna win either way. Here's some 9.4s. It drops off a whole lot more, but I have a lot of this same book on the bottom here. 80 bucks in a 9.4, 62 on that particular one. And then here's some ungraded ones that sold. And they said they are at least 9.2 grades, so they self-graded them. And 40 and 70 bucks, dude, I would be excited to get that per book, considering I paid $25 for them all. So that would be like $7,000 or 77 of them. And if I got $40 a book, that would be $3,000, and I'd be very happy with that. Here's the overall aerial drone footage of the whole collection. Anyways, there's 17 different comics. Some only have one, but most of them have a lot of copies, and I do see some potential flawless copies in there, believe it or not, even after being in that box. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Please share this with other comic people, because I do a lot of comic stuff too. Just over the years I never filmed. I actually had a badass Fantastic Four and Spider-Man collection at one time. I wish I would have filmed it. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Please share it with people. Hit that like button, comment, and give me your comments if you're a comic expert. I could always use a little more expertise on the subject. But have a great day, and peace.